Evening, everybody. Uh, levels, levels, levels. Levels look good. Okay. Hi, everyone. There we go. Yes, my name is Scott. This is a stream all about fixing things. More specifically, this is about working on ScummVM, which is a open source engine for playing, I guess, older games on newer systems, and adding, more specifically, it's about adding support for Macromedia Director, which is a multimedia player that was very popular for a bunch of things from the early 90s all the way up to the early 2000s. And this is part 3 in what I'm hoping the last part of a series where we are testing this game here, The Dark Eye by our good friends at Inkscape Entertainment, which is a kind of creepy claymation walk through some of the short stories and writings of our good friend Edgar Allan Poe. It has been an interesting kind of playthrough. Like this, it's been more kind of like it's definitely been kind of more cinematic in the sense that you don't really have much agency. There's only really one or two things you can do at any one time, and it's basically just kind of like stepping through the stories and watching. I don't know, like it's kind of set as like a series of kind of hallucinations that kind of intermingle between like another narrative which is happening in real life. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. What was I going to say? Oh, that's right. Yeah. So at the end of last time round, we ran into a technical issue where one of the scripts, like one of the game scripts that we need to put down I think it was putting a lamp down on a bedside table, wasn't being loaded by ScummVM. I traced through that and figured out what was going on. So it's actually kind of it kind of, you can trace it back to the fact that Director was originally just designed for Mac, and when I say designed for Mac, I mean it kind of, the file format was basically the resource fork. It relied a lot on the resource fork, which classic macOS has, and part of that is that in the resource fork you basically have I guess like sections which, you know, like, what do you call it? You have like your different types of resource, which are all kind of bundled together, like, you know, yeah. So you have your types of resource that are kind of the top level, and then underneath that you have like resource 1, resource 2, resource 3, etc. And, you know, basically just like that have arbitrary kind of numerical indexes under that. When that got ported to Windows, especially, they had to kind of obviously not use a resource fork because it didn't exist. They ported that to use a RIF-based container, except it's not really RIF because RIF as a file format just assumes that, like, you know, if you're playing RIF straight, it's basically like, okay, here's like a chunk structure where like every chunk just appears in sequence and it starts with a 4-letter tag, and then it follows up with a 4-byte size, and then you have the chunk data. This kind of, yeah, Director kind of does like a weird thing where, because they were optimizing it so that you could save to floppy disks, it doesn't actually use a standards compliant RIF format. Instead, what it does is it has like a lookup table at the very start called the IMAP, which then actually like declares, which is actually the real kind of, okay, here's where all the data is. And then, yeah, that's what's actually used to figure out where the stuff is in the file. Which then means that, like, if you're on a floppy disk, all you need to do is change this little table at the very start, and then you can just add crap on the end, which then means it's no longer, like, proper RIF. Anyway, so they then kind of, on top of that, they have this weird kind of key mechanism, which then, you know, allows you to map resources back. And what we were running into was that in this original file format, like, the idea of resource number 1024 is special. Like, all of the... Because the idea with, like, the Mac resource fork is that you can actually put in things like icons and, like, other assets into the movie file, and they don't necessarily, you don't want them to clash with the stuff that director manages. So everything that director manages started from ID 10, 1024 and above, which then means that because it's like the first index, like all of the chunks related to like the movie, so like the cast info, etc., they're all got ID. They all have ID 1024, which is great, except when you have a whole bunch of cast members, like this movie, like the movie for The Dark Eye has like, we're talking like 4,000 cast members. So you're going to have like double up between cast member stuff, which uses 1024, and movie stuff, which uses 1024. So yeah, the fix for that was like, I don't know, the original code was kind of very naive about it and just thought, oh, if there's like a child with the right ID, then it must be for the cast, but it's not. So yeah, I can show what I did. Yeah, so like originally, yeah, we would just be checking like, are there any children? If so, take the first one, and that's got to be the data. But yeah, that's clearly not the case. So instead we're doing it the proper way, which is go through all of the potential children and check to see if it's like actually the right type. Which, I mean, again, like I did, I'm also kind of like thinking in the aftermath of this, maybe we shouldn't actually have this abstraction at all, because it's kind of, clearly it doesn't really kind of match up with how the resource fork way of doing things does it. But anyway, I went through all the cast member types, fixed that, and that seems to now be good. So anyway, better get back to it then with our good friends at Inkscape, sorry, not Inkscape. And with luck, everything should be working now. GDB. And yeah, according to the walkthrough that I've been perusing, we're about halfway through the game. We've done like 1.5 sets of the 3 kind of hallucination quests, and then there's the end game. So, wait. Oh no, I didn't give it. I didn't say Dark Eye. Oh man, it's really, yeah. It is summer over here in Australia, and it is currently 29 degrees in this room. So it's getting a little, yeah, summer is definitely here. Okay, so should be able to start this up. Yep. There we go. Yeah, we don't need to see the intro movie. So we will pick up where we left off. And all right, so to fill people in who weren't there for the first couple of streams, what happened? What exactly happened? Okay, so we started off the game by solving, honestly, the one puzzle. I suppose, yeah, the first puzzle in the game is you have to huff some paint thinner offered by your uncle, who is a little bit obsessed with painting, and for some reason decides to like makes a point of using the special thinner which caused one of his family members to tear out his own eyes. Yeah, that's never quite explained why he feels. I mean, I'm pretty sure that like you can just there are solvents which won't do that. Like IPA is pretty good. Why not just use IPA? Anyway, so we did that, and then we also kind of ran into our cousin Emily and our brother, who has a name that I'm struggling to remember. Oh, I can't remember what my brother's name is. Anyway, yeah. So, and unfortunately, like my brother, you know, brother has the hots for the cousin. So, and my uncle can't really take that. So, as a result, they have forbidden. Yeah, the uncle has forbidden them from speaking from one another. And last time we saw our cousin, she kind of collapsed with a bunch of blood coming out of her mouth near the piano. So that's all good. But she did leave this note here. Henry, that's the name of the brother. Okay, and we'll read the note. My beloved Henry, my darling, I'm confused and frightened. Your declaration came so unexpectedly. And Uncle is right when he says that I'm far too young to entertain such prospects of marriage. Oh yeah, that's right, she's underage. So, it's really ticking all the boxes here. The two men who mean the most to me are in opposition. I fear the result will be for Uncle to send you far, far away, and I shall never see you again. If so, please, please remember me always. From yours, Elise. Oh, it was Elise, sorry. I can't remember the name I used just now. It was wrong. It's Elise. Anyway, so what of course... So Elise has been taken ill, but we're gonna go talk to Hank. Oh, whoops. I just realized I did not have the desktop audio up. Okay, hopefully that's good, but let me know if it's too quiet.
Wait! I need your help. Edwin has become completely unbalanced. He's violently angry. He even refuses to call for a doctor, claiming her condition is due to my unnatural advances. We must conspire against him. We must take Elise from this dark place. You, my brother, you must help me.
Ugh. Lot of dead staring eyes in this. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was like, why is the volume levels off? It's because I turned it down because I was sick of hearing it. But you know what? This is the stream. We want full volume, so I think this should be better.
The mistress Elise is no more. She is dead.
Yeah. Oh man, Henry, I'm so sorry. You must be devastated. No? What's that? Inkscape didn't bother to put a little bit of like dialogue to say no, how could this happen? Apparently not. So we can walk outside. If you want a jump scare, you can turn right. Ah! But if you move a step forward, he's gone. Nowhere to be seen. Anyway. Let us go into here. There's the old bastard.
It's my fault. All my fault. I loved her as I've never loved. I refused to believe she was ill. My mother, my dear, dear mother, died in much the same way.
I mean, it kind of is your fault. Like she was dying and you didn't get medical help. So gonna chalk that up to you, man. That's on you. Okay, so we gotta.
You discard the secret of Henry's proposal. It only blackens her memory that she should die under indecent circumstances.
I
Cousin,
mean,
there was nothing indecent about my affection. Surely my grief compares with yours.
Please leave me to grieve properly.
I ask only that you allow me to sit vigil just until dawn.
Yes, it would be proper. Your brother will need light. Go fetch the lantern I was filling in my study.
And so we go on a great puzzle quest. Oh, I realized there's actually like one room that we hadn't been in yet that I didn't know that was a thing, but you can actually go into this room here. And, yeah, it's just a... It's just an open wall. I'm not sure if this is going to become like a set piece for later on, but, you know, I mean, this is, it's a choice. It's a nice touch. Okay. How do we... Okay. So we gotta go downstairs. And, get the lamp. Stairs.
Good, set it here.
Hey, Mad Moose. Yeah, I imagine that, you know, in terms of the hemispheres, what goes around comes around, so it follows that it would be freezing up north. Hey, Arvenla. The mislinking book. You know, let's not kind of I don't know, fantasize about playing a slightly better game. May lead to disappointment. Ooh, hang on. So if I go back to the door here, head is uncovered. Head is covered. That's unusual. Okay, it's done. The lamp is there. And because the game script is there, we can turn around.
Thank you.
Okay, and now we're just gonna leave you to it, Henry. Just you know, let it all out. Do your thing. And the paint thinner kicks in. Interesting. One thing I have noticed, like, the palette should have changed on the screen. I think that maybe it hasn't because technically we were still, what do you call it, the cast member didn't change, so this is still the same bitmap as it was pre and post the fade. Whereas if I turn around and then turn to the left, yeah, you can see that lamp has gone from being yellow to blue. So, in between that, there's a palette change operation where the palette on this particular bitmap gets changed to a different one, and that should be enough to reset the widget and do everything. It's currently not, so I will write that down. Palette should change, or rather, widget should redraw when the palette changes, not when the bitmap changes. Anyway. So if I recall correctly, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to look at the walkthrough. So last time we were in the story of Berenice, playing the part of Gaius, the kind of slightly obsessed, memory losing partner. It's weird to call partner because it seems like they barely spoke. In fact, like the only time they spoke was when they got married. Okay, last time we touched the knife. Right. Read the bird cage. Okay. Oh, this bird cage. And here we are. We're Berenice. In the story of Berenice. I'm sure everything's gonna go just fine for us. But yeah, it's no secret that Berenice looks very similar to Elise, our cousin, our dear cousin. Oh, here we go. So the first instruction is look down at the drawer and open it. My dearest Aegeus, I am writing this note because I have not the courage to speak to you directly. I harbour such deep emotions concerning yourself, and I find I can no longer hold them. That's nice. I mean, it's cute, but you gotta learn to talk to people before you can make such a strong commitment. I hope that people know by now. Anyway, we got the note, then return again, then close the drawer. Turn around and go to the chest at the end of the bed. Ooh. Fancy four-poster bed.
I have no daughters of my own. I hope you'll wear this, my wedding dress, when that happy day arrives for you.
Okay. So we've already got first sign of intergenerational trauma. Yep, so we've read the wedding dress, close the drunk again, and approach the writing desk. Oh wait, no, that's the makeup counter. Take the book. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Let's take the book. To Helen. Helen, thy beauty is to me like those Nisaean barks of yore that gently over a perfumed sea the weary, way-torn wanderer bore to his own native shore. On desperate seas long want to roam, thy hyacinth hair, thy classic face, thy Naiad airs have brought me home to the glory that was Greece. Greece? So really should be thy hyacinth hair, thy classic feast? I don't know. Or strange, anyway. And the grandeur that was Rome. I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking. Ha. Low in yon brilliant window niche, how statue-like I see thee stand, the agate lamp within thy hand, Psyche from the heavens which are holy land. It's by E. Poe, which I think, you know, it's kind of breaking the kayfabe a little bit, because, you know, I don't know. I guess like people, you know, people have like varying opinions of like putting in self-references to the author into depictions of their works, but that's certainly one of them. Okay. Do I get anything else from reading The Flower? No, I do not. So put the book down. Pick up the photograph and return it again. That's such a terrible... Oh man. That's a horrific photograph. I'm sorry. It's not good.
When you feel dizzy, you must take a swallow of this. It will help mitigate the seizure. Also, I must counsel bed rest. Try to stay in as much as possible.
Oh, whoops. Not sure if I was meant to take a big swig of the anti-nausea medicine, but we have. Oh no, I was meant to read the letter first. Okay, but that's okay. Look at the letter. Dear Emily, at long last, spring has come. Doctor says I am not to go out. He gives careful instructions for my every exertion. This I find particularly dismaying. I keenly miss the days of my exuberant youth. Cousin Aegeus, oh that's right, because they're cousins in this reality too. Cousin Aegeus continues to treat me with perfect kindness and generosity. It must be difficult for him to maintain an invalid for so long. He himself suffers the affliction of his the nerves, and the strain of providing for me cannot be a small matter to him. He has been my closest companion all my life, and I feel such affection for him that the slight act of writing his name can cause tears to fall. Your loving friend... Berenice. Okay, there we go. Letter done. So we've taken a swig of the medicine and go towards the door. Actually, quickly, can we use the bed? Oh, there we go.
Good morning, miss. I thought I'd look in to see if you're feeling something better.
Yes, thank you, Catherine. Yes, miss.
Good talk. Alright, so... Now head out of your room. Head to the stairs. What if we just go straight forward? Oh, we can't. We can't go straight forward. Possibly because they didn't animate that. open the study door. That'd be wrong. Oh, you have to knock on the door first.
Yes?
And here's our guy.
You never leave this room. Come for a stroll. He seems miles from here.
Are you all right?
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Berenice, will you marry me?
Huh. Well, I can't really turn away at this point. And there's not really an option to just leave the most awkward silence possible. Or maybe there is. Okay, so the one option we have is to click on him.
Aegeus. Oh, Aegeus. Of course I will.
Fetch the doctor. Find her medicine.
Whoops. Okay, so... Anyway, that didn't go so well.
He's made me very happy.
Look at... Yeah. You look absolutely thrilled, lady. Okay.
I hope he hasn't asked me out of pity.
I'm not sure that's how marriage proposals work. Like, you typically don't just... Okay. Dear Emily, the happy day will soon be upon us. I'm certain Doctor would say all this
Certainly
excitement...
not.
I'm certain Doctor will say all this excitement is not good for me, but I haven't felt so well in years. Upon years. I am concerned about Aegeus. He continues to be...
Aegeus will look very handsome.
Aegeus, sorry. Thank you for correcting me. He continues to be as bookish as ever, but he is often distracted and distant, I feel certain. Once our marriage vows are taken, he will adjust, as I will, to the unusual state of being happy.
He's made me very happy.
Yes. I do hope you can come to the wedding. I know it is a long journey, but it would be the final touch to a day of complete joy. Please, please come see us. Your loving friend... me.
I hope
Berenice.
he hasn't asked me out of pity.
You should talk. You should talk to him. Okay, Okay, so we sign the letter.
No, certainly not.
Then go to the dresser and look in the... Oh, we've looked in the mirror.
Miss Berenice, you're soon to be married. Oh my, oh my.
Okay. Thanks for that. Right, okay. Alright. So this is close to the bit where I think something really unspeakably horrible happens to Berenice. So, not sure how gory they're gonna make it, but hopefully not. I mean, there's been too much gore with the puppets so far, to be fair. Just kind of the illusion there might be something that's going on. Okay. So once again, we have to go downstairs and talk to...
He's so distant. I hope he's alright. Aegeus?
Huh?
I'm sorry to distract you. I wanted to tell you, Cook's chosen duck for the wedding feast.
No, we do not want to change to Aegeus. Just kind of standing there, swaying. Yeah, and at this point you have to turn around.
Aegeus? Darling? Oh, you're occupied. I'll return at a better time.
Actually... Oh, you can't look at the statue with the creepy teeth. That's a shame. I was hoping we'd get a screenshot of that for the vid. That's okay. I'm sure there'll be more unhinged things happening. Yep, okay, so then we leave.
Aegeus doesn't look well at all.
Everything's going all wibbly.
Perhaps I should get the doctor.
Oh, okay. We have to go upstairs.
I'm not well either. I must get my medicine. My medicine.
And yeah, we're railroaded at this point. We can't turn around and do anything else. We have to go to the creepy photo and...
My medicine.
Chug a lug.
Too late.
What's to be done?
Inevitable.
Oh my. Oh my.
I'm sorry.
She's gone.
Oh no, where could we be?
What have they done? Help! Let me out! Please! I'm alive!
Sorry to any claustrophobics.
Alive!
Oh dear.
Thank God.
This isn't gonna end well. Hey, Mighty Dot Zone. How's it going? We just lived through another creepy vision as Berenice in the Edgar Allan Poe short story Berenice. And now we are back to the creepy reality, which I don't think has a name. Anyway, so we're just going to follow the walkthrough here, because as pretty much like the pro form with this game is that you don't have... It just expects you to just click on everything, and then eventually like one thing will trigger the next bit in line, which is... I don't know, you don't really kind of see that kind of puzzle work that much in Western games. Like, it is kind of quite popular in... I know in Japanese adventure games, like just having to click literally everything until you find the one thing that progresses the plot. So anyway, so we'll have a look in here. These are two of my uncle's kind of creepy paintings. Oh, he's working on another creepy painting now, probably, because I've been in a new vision. Oh no, it's still the same creepy painting as last time. Alright, what are we doing? We are going back to Elise's bedroom, our dear late cousin Elise, and taking back the lantern that we just got, or we just gave them. Because... I mean, I don't understand why, but I suppose we'll find out why. I guess it's the next day? Oh. Sudden?
I have determined to place my dear niece in the lower vault. The ground outside is far too marshy this time of year for a proper burial. Please light the way.
Okay, this seems kind of awfully sudden, like, but, you know what? Keeping a body in the basement, that sounds above board. Nothing can go wrong there. And I mean, it's not like the creepy story that we've just, interestingly, I can't turn around at this point. I was wondering, can I turn around and, like, see them carrying the body? No. The answer is we just get to hear them carrying the body. Apparently, watching them carry the body, that'd be a pain to animate. But this game, yes, is incredibly on rails when, you know, when it suits. Which is... quite a lot of the time. Okay, so turning left. Is that allowed?
I made my descent to the cellar. My companions with their dreadful burden just steps behind. We penetrated into the dank basement, the lantern pushing back the darkness. What I could see in the black floated before my eyes. My eyes themselves felt as though they had turned to ice, and now sat chill and spiked in my heavy skull.
Because I'm a professional, I am not going to make fun of saying we penetrated into the dark basement, the dank basement. That's just kind of that's too easy a thing to make fun of, and I will not abide filth on this stream. I really want to see them carrying the damn coffin, but I can't turn around. Come on, Inscape. Come on. We just gotta wander. Anyway, I'm sure that, like, the story we just heard about someone being buried alive and then, you know, something unspeakable happening to them. That's not gonna happen here in the creepy reality.
These harrowing reflections haunted me until we reached the lower vault. We entered carefully and placed the coffin on two spindly wooden trestles, set there for such a purpose. Our labor was without ceremony.
Come now. Peace be with her.
I can't bear to leave her here, all alone in the dark. Dear brother, do leave the lantern. Leave her a small source of light. We'll go back in the darkness.
I mean...
Thank you.
You know what would be a good source of light? Not nailing the damn lid shut. Like, you don't have to do that. Because you're not burying her, you're just putting her on those dressing tables. So, if for whatever chance, like, she was to, I don't know, not be dead because of reasons, like, you know, that might be a good thing. Can I turn around here? No, I cannot. It's really on rails at this point. Just...
Ambers, All figures stood erect and motionless within the shadow of the ebony clock, gasped in unutterable horror at finding the grave cerements and the corpse-like mask which they held with so violent a rudeness, untenanted by any tangible form. Now was acknowledged the presence of the Red Death. He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers in the blood-bedewed halls of their revel, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. The light of the ebony clock went out with the last of the gay, and the flames of the tripods expired.
The last of the gay?
And darkness, and decay, and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all.
Moral of the story, always install good HEPA filters on your party, I don't know, party isolation commune. Okay, that was long. That was very long. And oh my word. I can't help but notice that I don't really have control. Like, I can't really click on anything at the end of all that. There are no error messages in the log, which suggests that there hasn't necessarily been a scripting problem. And I'm pretty sure that if I hit escape, yeah, okay, then we'll come back out and we can see. Yeah, alright, so we've got a little kind of there. Okay, so we can get out of it that way. So it's frustrating, but I'm not going to call that too much of a problem because it doesn't stop the game from being completable. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's I'm gonna say it's a moving story, but I just don't think that like the delivery of our good friend Statler is kind of what it really needs. I mean, the music behind it and the like the imagery was really nice. Like the hand painted kind of murals that actually kicked ass. But behind it's just like, and then the plague figure came in, and everyone fell to the ground. It's like, oh, just like it's very hard. I don't know. I found it hard to stay engaged while seeing that. I can understand if others have a different opinion. Anyway, back to the main storyline now. That was a fun side thing, which is apparently not part of the walkthrough. Yeah. Head back up the stairs to the ground floor and go left past the gallery. Then take the first door on the right. This is somewhere we haven't been yet. Oh wait, no, that's going back into the hole. Oh, this is the meat cleaver room. Just, you know, the room where you keep your Oh, okay. No, the walkthrough says you have to look at the meat cleaver first, and I'm inclined to believe it. I guess the other one is in the fish's eye.
True. Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. But why do people say that I am mad?
Why do people say that I am mad? A rhetorical question worth pondering. Okay. So it says here, look around the room, then sit in the chair near the table and pick up the newspaper. It said, sit at the table. Oh, this chair? No, that's of course looking through a window. Yeah, so Inkscape's games...
He's done me no harm.
Got some really kind of baffling pathfinding.
He's done me no harm.
Okay. Sure is, buddy. Okay, sit at the table. Ooh, cheese. Oh, we can't pick that up. But we can pick up this newspaper. Premature burial. Fearful shock follows. She possibly died. Through sheer terror. Fearful shock followed hard upon grief Tuesday last for Mr. Theodore Shaperton. Citizens of the borough of Manhattan commiserated with Mr. Shaperton over the death of his sister, Miss Emily Shaperton, at her funeral of that day. Upon opening the family vault, a sight greeted the mourners of such frightful nature that it scarcely bears relating. Mr. Shaperton's wife, Miss Julia Emerson Shaperton, died, or so it was pronounced, some 3 years ago. However, when Mr. Shaperton opened the door to the vault, some white apparelled object fell rattling into his arms. It was the skeletal remains of his wife in her yet unmolded shroud. Careful examination renders it evident that she must have revived some short time after her entombment, and that her struggles within the coffin had caused it to fall from a ledge to the floor, where it was so broken as to permit to her escape. On the uppermost of the steps which led down into the dread chamber was a large fragment of the coffin, which it seems she endeavoured to arrest attention by striking the iron door. While thus occupied, she probably swooned or possibly died through sheer terror, and in failing, her shroud became entangled in some ironwork which projected interiorly. Then she remained, thus she remained, and thus she rotted erect. Okay. It's a hell of a front page. Okay. Leave this room and enter the first passageway on the right. Can I go through this door? No, I cannot. It is just there for show. Can I go through this door? Yes, I can. What's this? It's Biscuit Dough Hands Man. I have no idea who this is. Okay, we've done all that. Oh yeah, which is your room. Go to the desk and pick up the chalk, using it multiple times on the piece of paper to make a sketch. Oops. Well, that sucks. It was shaping up to be a good sketch of Biscuit Dough Hands Man, but yeah, made a bit of a slip up over the eye. Okay. Why do I keep oh, there we go. Okay. The Twitch console for me is now sort of broken, so please let me know if there's any problem with the video or the audio. It is still streaming through OBS, so I'm assuming that we're good. And if not, I'm sorry. You missed out on a lot of talking. What are we gonna do? Okay, that's good to know. Turn around, read the... Okay. So, we wreck the piece of paper to make the sketch. Then we look at the desk again and open the drawer.
How has this idea entered my brain? It haunts me day and night.
Okay. Being delightfully vague about what that idea might be. Yep. You find the glasses. And then... Okay, and then we gotta go back to the kitchen. Because, of course. Can we get into bed? Does not look like it. Can we open the cupboard? No. It is just for show. Oh, okay. Got another... Ugh. It's biscuit dough hands, man.
You look as though you could use some hot soup.
Some really unappealing soup foley work there. Yeah, right. Turn around. So I gotta rub my pan on your face.
What is it? What is it about him that makes my blood run cold?
No, we're not jumping to you. That's just gonna be too complicated.
You don't want your soup? It's cooling.
Apparently no. I do not want my soup. Yeah, right. So I gotta turn around. Or just stand up and then sit down and then... It says approach him and read him again, but I can't do that, so I'll do the next step, which is to look through the window.
It's grown late.
Yeah, right.
Good night, young man.
Good night.
Okay. And he'll go, okay, turn around, he'll go to bed. Walk to the clock straight ahead and read it to wait until midnight. Okay, rub your... Rub-a-dub-dub. It's midnight, and go down the hallway and turn to the lantern on the shelf to the left. Yeah. Okay, slide the dimmer to cover... Oh, you have to turn it off, and then you can pick it up. Okay.
People fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing but me. I proceed with wisdom, with caution, with foresight.
Okay. Open the door at the end of the hall and enter the room. Okay.
Oh, so gently. He'd have to be a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every night, just at 12, I look in on him while he sleeps.
Okay, so new objective. Let's peep on an old man as he sleeps. I think. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, so enter the room. Slide the dimmer open and you'll see...
Stealthily. Closed. The eye is closed.
Okay. And what does that mean? So we've done that. Oh, and leave the room. And then go all the way back to the window in the kitchen. Okay. Oh, so another day will pass.
Good night.
It's like, this is kind of... Right. This time when you look at the clock, it'll already say it is midnight. Okay. Saves me a job. So let's go back in and do some more peeping.
Here I am, opening the door little by little, and he doesn't even dream of my secret deeds or thoughts.
And then do we do this?
Did he hear? Should I go back?
Okay. He will stir this time. Carefully approach and open the dimmer. Oops.
Who's there?
You know, this is like could be a perfect opportunity to say, "Oh, sorry, I wanted, you know, would you like some hot chocolate that I was making some? But no, apparently our one option is we have to go forward.
I know that groan. It's the low sound that rises from the bottom of the soul when charged with mortal terror. Many at midnight it wails up from my own bosom, deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distract me. Yes, I know it well.
I mean, can we do literally anything else? Nope, we have to move forward.
Poor old man. He's been lying awake ever since that first noise, his fears growing, trying to fancy them causeless, but he cannot, because death, stalking with his black shadow before him, has enveloped the victim.
I can't imagine why he'd be, like, worried at this point. Better open the dimmer.
What's that? My God. His heartbeat.
Oh, no. No,
He must be terrified.
Why do you think that is?
His heart will burst. Surely it will burst. What if a neighbor should hear it?
Alright, well, the next step that the walkthrough says is we have to do this.
There. No more.
Anyway, F's in the chat for biscuit dough hands, man. We just smothered him with a pillow.
What's that? At last. Dead. Stone dead. His eye will vex me no more. Now, what shall I do with the body?
I mean, feels like something you should have probably thought through. Now we got this, this cool... Oh, there we go. Calm down. Calm down after walking towards the breakfast table. Okay. Now, back in the kitchen, go and pick up the saw that is hanging on the wall next to the stove. Oh boy, alright. You know, normal thing to keep in a kitchen, a big saw. Where is this? Okay, so we move here, and then turn around. Oh, there we go.
Hastily, but in silence, I dismembered the corpse. I cut off the head and the arms and the legs.
Well, if you're wondering if the claymation characters have real blood, the answer is yes. Yes, they do. Okay, after dismembering the body, you head back into the old man's room and approach the end of the bed to look at some bags of body parts. Okay, so we pick up the bag, then turn right, and pull up some floorboards. Feels a little lazy, not gonna lie. Place the bag in the hole. There's another.
There, all deposited neatly between the scatlings. Replaced so cunningly, no human eye, not even his, could detect anything wrong. Nothing to wash out, no blood spot whatever. All has been caught in a tub.
In a tub. Oops. Who could that be? Alright, gotta act cool. Gotta just be absolutely, you know, pretend like everything's fine. I didn't murder him.
Sorry to disturb you, sir, but somebody or other heard a scream or some such. Called us up. We've got to check these things out.
What are you doing awake at this hour?
That'll do, Finlay.
Aren't you meant to be walled up in a cellar somewhere in France? Didn't we establish that? Okay, anyway, so... Ooh, that performance. It's really chugging on this scene. Okay, leave this room and you'll hear a knock at the door. Communication to the three policemen. Turn right and they will come inside.
Do come in, please, do.
Turn to face them again and they will start to search the house.
Well, what about the scream, Sarge?
Oh, the scream, sir? What do you know about anything like that?
Oh, that was I, Sergeant. I called out in a nightmare. I'm given to nervous fits.
A gentleman like yourself?
Well, what about the old man that lives here?
Finlay!
Yeah,
Gone to the country. Lucky man.
Alright, they seem to be buying it. It's all good. We may get away with murder yet.
Might we be looking about a bit?
Of course. Certainly. Search.
I mean, you know, they don't have a warrant. You could tell them to fuck off until you have time to hide the body better. That's always an option. But you know what? Just YOLO. I'm sure we'll be fine. They don't look particularly invested in solving a murder tonight. So anyway, so we put the cops, turn the right, they'll come inside, turn the face up again, they'll start a search. Go into the room where you murdered the old man, and they will follow you in there.
Check over there. The stove as well.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You'll want especially to look into the old man's room. Yes, look particularly here.
Yes. Oh my word. Okay, definitely the sign of someone being very like, yes, you want to inspect the old man's room especially well. I guarantee you won't find anything.
In
Certainly
here, boys.
not the stinky
Watch it.
body parts I left under
Sorry.
these floorboards. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. And they will follow you there. Once they've entered, read.
Sit, all of you, do.
Don't mind if I do.
Of course, they don't suspect me. My manner has assuaged them. Indeed, they are delightful fellows.
It's like a Batman villain.
It's been a long day.
He keeps his treasure in that drawer there.
Why do you know so much about this old guy? It's kind of creepy, to be honest. Once they've entered, yeah. Now turn left and right between the cops.
Oh, it's a lovely night, though. The stars are out in all their glory.
Hasn't been disturbed, sir.
Well, everything seems to be in order.
Don't go. No, stay a moment. Rest yourselves from your various fatigues. My head, and what is that annoying ringing in my ears? Will they never be gone? And that ringing. But wait, it's not in my ears, it's... My God. Can't they hear it? If only they'll leave. They must hear it. They must. And still, how is it they don't hear it?
I see, okay. Now we're kind of losing our mind with guilt. Ah! Ah!
They hear. They suspect. They know. They're mocking me. Villains, cruel villains.
Okay.
Stop! I admit it. I confess. Tear up the planks. Here. It is the beating of his hideous heart.
Oh. Okay. I mean... I'm tempted to kind of like read what the original Edgar Allan Poe story was, because there was just kind of like a very big kind of like glossed over, I guess, a lot of the characters' motivations, and then it just kind of very whiplash tone at the end. It's like, yes, I've gotten away with it. Oh no, I'm haunted by the sound. Anyway, just felt a little bit, like they kind of ran out of steam before they got anywhere. But we're running out of game. We're almost at the end. Okay, so now we have to go back to the studio to look at some more paintings and pictures. frames. Okay, the one he was painting is now up. Okay. And it's a portrait of someone bleeding from the eyes. Or was that the one he was working on before? No, that one looks new. But what's on the canvas now? A bloody saw. Yep. That's... Anyway. Okay, so we've looked at the pictures. Okay, and then we gotta... head left. Oh, no, we go upstairs. Oh, we're going into the, we're going into the mist room, for lack of a better term. The one we went to before. Okay, so go upstairs. I went... Okay, there we go. Oh, Henry. You doing alright, champ?
She's alive. I know it.
Gonna have to explain yourself.
I can feel her blood flowing through the house. I hear her whisper. I hear her very heart.
You feeling okay?
I've pounded at the door to her vault. I swear, I hear rustling within. Do you understand? She lives.
I mean, sure. Okay. So we do that. Talk to her. Yeah. Go back downstairs, and we'll find good old Uncle Edwin coming out of his accursed picture gallery. Ah, there he is.
Your brother has lost his sanity. Not even embers can restrain him. I understand you carried messages between Elise and him. Then come, carry one more.
Alright, okay, we've got to go to the study.
Henry is of an exceedingly sensitive nature. When such a man succumbs to delusions, it's best to bring him slowly around by way of that same delusion. He believes Elise to be alive. Let him receive a letter from her.
Oh no.
Deliver him this message. Let him believe it to be from Elise. Let him read by her own hand that she is no more.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Also, you're not a doctor. Can I not read the... Wait, hang on. You're still holding the note that you've given me. Is that a... I'll put that down on my... Okay. Things to check. Uncle Edwin still holds the note, the fake note by Elise when you pick it up. Okay. Now, you don't really have very much agency in this game. So if you even if you wanted to decide on like you can't side. You basically just have to progress the plot by doing a thing. Okay, turn around and go upstairs and out the... Okay, now the front door is apparently... It's been locked this entire time, but you can open the front door? What? Oh no, you have to go upstairs and give the letter to your grieving brother. You have to lie to him by saying that Elise is still alive.
You must help me. After dusk. It's after dusk now.
Would have been fun to read it, but we can't, so we just have to assume.
I tried to follow, but my haste made me clumsy.
Whoa.
Finally, I emerged into the night.
Elise! Elise, it's Henry! Elise, are you there?
In the distance, I could hear my brother crying out.
Elise, are you there? Elise! Elise, answer me!
In the bright moonlight, I could see the rise and swell of the ocean from afar. The wave collected itself into a vast wall of destruction, then seemed to hesitate, poised in the moonlight. Then, with a terrific crash, the full force of the sea met the cliff face, shattering the calm of the night, surely forever. Miraculously, Henry had escaped. He lay panting on the cliff edge, then rose to survey the scene of his near demise. As I watched him, I saw a second silhouette emerge from the brush behind. Henry turned and pronounced the name I dared not utter. Elise? But it was not Elise.
Uncalled for. Oh no. Okay. There's definitely kind of a weird thing that kind of happens sometimes where cutscenes get stuck at the end. I'm gonna say overlong cutscenes freeze at the final panel.
My wrath falls with certainty. Your brother was driven to insanity by breathing paint fumes from a lantern. You carried messages to them. You sang and flirted with her. You tried to save him.
And here we are again. So it was my fault all this time for puffing the paint thinner. Anyway, okay. At this point, you can head back up. So apparently there's another kind of recital if you go back up into this room. Huh.
It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea. There's a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with the love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in the kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, could ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea.
I'm gonna say that one was a little bit more lively, a little bit more engaged than the one that we saw in the basement. It was alright. It's also frozen, which is good news for me because if I decide to go back and sort this out, I don't have to sit through the entire story of the Blood Plague again. But we're running out of bits of brain, which is nice. Two left. Okay. So I think we've got to go back and look at the fisheye to get the other half of that final story. Okay, now head back to where you found the cleaver and this time with the fish. Okay. Anyway, this hopefully shouldn't take too long getting murdered and put into bags under the floorboards, unless we somehow experience that while still alive. Ugh. Okay, so we look at the blonde policeman outside, turn around and read the clock face to see that it is quite late.
It's late for him to still be out.
Next, approach the table and read the newspaper.
He's a strange young man. A strange young man indeed.
Yeah, we've already read this. And yep, okay. Then get up and look at the stove. Okay, look to the left, get a bowl. Dunk it in the soup. And start gumming that soup. Okay. So apparently then we got to leave the kitchen and go back into my bedroom. Hey, what about if I pick up this lantern? Nope, I can't look at the lantern. So there goes my theory. If I picked up the lantern, then I won't be killed. Okay, so we're in here. Go to the chest of drawers and look in the top right drawer. And we've got a ring, some shiny coins.
5, 6, 660, 670, 80, 7.
Gonna say, for an old man, you got really... Your hands are in really good nick. Like, definitely want to know what skincare routine you use. Major J.R. Threelkill invites the citizens of Milford to an outdoor concert to celebrate 25 years of independence at the village green. Alright. We do that. So we've looked at the brochure, the wedding ring, the coins. Turn around and pick up the book from the desk and the portrait from the bookshelf. Okay. There's a big poem. Do I have to read the giant poem? From all the dens, the one-eyed race repair, from rifted rocks and mountains bleak in air, all haste to assemble. Here's this well-known roar. Inquire the cause, and then crowd the cavern door. What hurts there, Polypheme? What strange affright this breaks our slumbers and disturbs the night? Docks any mortal in the unguarded hour of sleep, oppress thee, or by fraud or power. Or thieves insidious thy fair flock surprise. Thus the Cyclop from his den replies. Okay. Friends, no man kills me. No man in the hour of sleep oppresses me with fraudful power. Oh, okay, I get it, because the old guy's got one eye, and this is... If no man hurt thee, hurt the hand divine. Inflict disease, it fits thee to resign. To Jove or thy father Neptune pray, the brethren cried, and instant strode away. Joy touched my secret soul and conscious heart, pleased with the effect of conduct and of art. Meantime, the Cyclop, raging with his wound, spreads his wide arms and searches round and round. At last, the stone removing from the great gate, with hands extended in might he sate, and searched each passing sheep and felt o'er, secure to seize us ere we reached the dower. Such as his shallow wit he deemed was mine, but secret I revolved the deep design. 'Twas for our lives my labouring bosom wrought. Each scheme I turned and sharpened every thought. This way and that I cast to save my friends, till we resolve my varying counsel ends. Another long poem. Okay, hopefully that's the last poem in the game, but you know what? Okay, that's enough. That's enough reminiscing. Now what are we gonna do? Let's get to being murdered. We've picked up all that, get all that from the bookshelf, leave the room, go to the kitchen, and the young man should be there. Oh. There he is.
Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening.
We're in the good evening loop.
Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening.
So cutting back into the desktop, you can see here that we've got a script bearer.
Oh, good evening.
Where it can't find the the parent object that it's meant to return to. Oh, we were so close to finishing the game. Debug flag enable lingo exec debug level 5. Let's see if we can see what exactly is breaking it. Oh wait, no, we don't have to. We can do debug flag enable lingo strict. Okay. So what have we got here? Alright, so it's crashing here on script 4607 where it can't find the me object, but very clearly it's calling. Yeah, there should be one. So it's probably going to be another typo that we're going to have to deal with. But what movie is this? th.dir. All right. Dump. Project arrays. Decompile. Dump scripts. What was the path? It was... Oh. There we go. All right. So tell us more about 4607. Score script 4607. Oh, wait. Okay, so we've got loop in view, which then calls mtrigger. Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it is indeed a typo, because we can see here that it should in fact be calling it with all. Well, it should be calling this implicitly, and these other two should be void. So that's so what is going on? I know Marty.zone, yeah, could Edgar, it's just, you know, gotta cheer up, buddy. Gotta write a few few cheery stories. We'll wait for that. All right. So how did I fix the last one I did? So it was this. Yeah, right. So we changed it so that if there was a me object, that it would call that, but there is not. Or rather, we have evidence here that you don't have to actually send me as an argument in order for me to be included as part of the call, which is great. Thank you, Inkscape engineer, for pointing out that edge case. I think the logic for this is in Lingo code, but okay. Oh yeah, alright. Alright. So we do this. We do this. Or rather, we intercept it by doing this. And by doing that, we check to see if it is... Alright. We do target get method. Alright, well then, in that case, are we in the middle of an LC call here? No, we're in the middle of the push because we've already done the call. Okay. How are we gonna fix this? How are we gonna... So like the issue, right, is that it does this CB local call, which then calls the function, or rather it recognizes, oh, there's an M trigger that's in this script, which is correct. It then adds 3 extra voids, which is sort of correct. It's not quite what we need to be doing. I mean, it has to add extra voids. That part is correct, but it doesn't recognize it as a factor or an XObject method, which is our problem. Possibly because of this. Yeah, it just does this. So, freak me sideways. Okay, how are we gonna... Alright. So maybe if we put in a mechanism which specifically checks to see if we are calling it from an XObject method. Okay, I'm gonna write this down because otherwise I'll forget. Okay, so we need to check, is LC call... Sorry, we need to check in LC call. Are we calling from inside a factory object method? Or actually just a factory method. Is the factory, or is the script ID the same? That's it, really. if so, pretend that the me object is the first argument. And there's no if so, and there's no arguments, pretend that the me object is the first argument. That feels like it would work. I'm sure there's going to be some other kind of horrible situation where that's not the case, but we can try. We can try. Okay. So I'll say we need to add a bodge here for the case where actually, you know what? I'll deal with the comments later. Let's just deal with the meat. Okay, so we'll go if that's right. I think okay, yeah. So it's state. If state me oh wait, no. It adds fake arguments, I think. Oh no. We where does it add the fake arguments? Incorrect. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's where it adds the fake arguments. And where was I? Just changing. Yeah, it's here. Okay. And state me and okay. There we go. I think that'll do it. Okay. Special case bodge. How are we going to do this? So we've got, yeah, so if there are 0 arguments and the first type is an object, check, see if there is a matching handler check to see if there's a matching handler on the factory object. Abstract object target equals and go state me you obj. I think that's right. Func_sim target get method name. If func_sim.type void sim. So there is a matching handler. Then we're gonna cheat. This is still kind of, this is messy, but then again, so is what Inkscape is doing. So I feel it's kind of tit for tat. Glingo state stack. Oh no, it's just Glingo stack. Push back. Glingo state me. Okay, that should do something. Oh crap, I hope I remember to save. Oh no, it would have saved. It would have saved like after Henry got murdered. So that's fine. We'll quit. Start again. And oh no. No, 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 no. No. Oh my god, it didn't save anything. It didn't save anything. Oh. Okay, this is the horror. This is the true horror. It really didn't save anything. Oh my god, alright. We gotta go, okay. And of course, because this is an entirely custom game engine, we can't fast forward. We can't just skip to the score bit. Oh, we're all the way back at the start. This sucks. This sucks so bad. Alright, this is now a speed run. This is a friggin'... Oh, this is gonna be so much clicking. when I closed it, I kind of realized, maybe I should have gone all the way out to the title screen just to make sure that it had actually flushed the cache, but that's on me. That's on me. Okay. Take a stupid note.
From Elise?
Yeah, I got bad news about what happens to her. Come on.
Wait. I need your help. Edwin has become completely unbalanced. He's violently angry. He even refuses to call for a doctor, claiming her condition is due to my unnatural advances. We must conspire against him. We must take Elise from this dark place. You, my brother, you must help me.
There's actually another option which I just considered. Which is, we could cheat. Oh no, it's all the flags, all the game flags. I don't want to change that. That looks very error prone. Unless... Oh, okay. Mac to Unix? Yeah, right. It's gonna be all this. Yeah.
The mistress Elise is no more. She is dead.
Yep. Okay.
It's my fault. All my fault. I loved her as I've never loved. I refused to believe she was ill. My mother, my dear, dear mother, died in much the same way. You discard the secret of Henry's proposal. It only blackens her memory that she should die under indecent circumstances.
Cousin, there was nothing indecent about my affection. Surely my grief compares with yours.
Please leave me to grieve properly.
I ask only that you allow me to sit vigil just until dawn.
Yes, it would be proper. Your brother will need light. Go fetch the lantern I was filling in my study.
It doesn't look that complicated. Wow, it keeps track of the number of times you clicked. That's worthless. We are so close to the end. I'm just going to try and speedrun Berenice. And then we'll save when we get to the... Oh, come on. Save after we get out of Berenice. And hopefully then we'll be able to... Here, lantern.
Good. Set it here.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Paint thinner. Now we need to go to study. Oh, that's right. We're looking at the birdcage. I wonder, would it be quicker now? I mean, not gonna lie, Berenice's story felt like it took forever. But then again, so did, like, the other guy. I don't know which one's quicker. I really don't. Okay. Letter. Turn around.
When you feel dizzy, you must take a swallow of this. It will help mitigate the seizure. Also, I must counsel bed rest. Try to stay in as much as possible.
Look at the ghastly photo. Finish writing your name. Poem. Oh my word, alright. What? No! Come on. Why is that? Alright. Oh no, we get to start halfway through Berenice. And I've written my name on it, that's fine. Nothing in the armoire. Don't have to look at the birdcage, I do have to look at the trunk. Rub the wedding dress.
I have no daughters of my own. I hope you'll wear this, my wedding dress, when that happy day arrives for you.
Collapse on the bed.
Good morning, miss. I thought I'd look in to see if you're feeling something better.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Catherine. Yes, miss.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we can leave.
Yes?
Cousin, you never leave this room. He seems miles from here.
Face.
Are you all right?
I'm sorry?
No, we can't switch soul. Actually, You know what? It's probably quicker from here.
Berenice, will you marry me?
Aegeus. Oh, Aegeus. Of course I will. I...
And we get the legs.
Fetch the doctor. Find her medicine.
ScummVM attack. Call and rest.
I think if we switch at the end, it'll be slightly quicker. So we'll do that. Okay.
He's made me very happy.
Miss Berenice, you're soon to be married. Oh my, oh my.
He's so distant. I hope he's all right. Aegeus?
Huh?
I'm sorry to distract you. I wanted to tell you, Cook's chosen duck for the wedding feast.
She's almost gone.
Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no. Did this start us off from the beginning? Oh no. We're at the teeth bit. Okay. I made a mistake. I should have I should have just died as Berenice. But we can't go back. Where's the freaking walkthrough?
Ever less the happy cousin I remember from my youth.
Oh god. If I could escape. Will this start us back off on Berenice? Oh shh. That's not good.
Aegeus? Darling? Oh, you're occupied. I'll return at a better time.
Okay, let's just die.
Aegeus doesn't... Perhaps I should get the doctor. I'm not well either. I must get my medicine.
hurry this up. Yep, okay, we're dead.
What have they done?
Just clicking as much as I can.
Let me out! Please! I'm alive! Alive!
Yep. Hurry it up. Hurry it up.
Thank God.
It's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. Good, perfectly cut screen, okay. Now, I'm gonna go to the main menu once we're back in this reality. Okay. Back to the main menu so that it saves the damn thing. Okay, good. Can't believe we gotta do this all again. Okay, so at this point, I think you have to go upstairs. Oh, then you gotta go to the basement again. Okay, fine.
I have determined to place my dear niece in the lower vault. The ground outside is far too marshy this time of year for a proper burial. Please light the way.
Okay.
I made my descent to the cellar, my companions with their dreadful burden just steps behind. We penetrated into the dank basement, the lantern pushing back the darkness. What I could see in the black floated before my eyes. My eyes themselves, these harrowing reflections, haunted me until we reached the lower vault. We entered carefully and placed the coffin on two spindly wooden trestles, set there for such a purpose. Our labor was without ceremony.
Come now. Peace be with her.
I can't bear to leave her here, all alone in the dark. Dear brother, do leave the lantern. Leave her a small source of light. We'll go back in the darkness. Thank you.
Ambers, seal the vault securely. Leave the key with me. Come, gentlemen.
Okay, and we're back to here. The fear I have is that if I go and click into this, I'm not going to be able to leave in the middle. But if we go back to here and we go to the menu screen, I wonder if this will count as I was
Red
having to watch
Death had
this.
long devastated the company.
Yes, it would. Okay, good, got that. What way to go? We gotta go into here. Alright, which... if we look in the fisheye, I think then... we're back to where we were. Only took 20 minutes. Alright. Execute selected link. Oh, why is this script playing up? That script was fine until a moment ago, until I messed with it. And now it's not fine. Cast internal 10055. Sorry, score script 10055. What is going on? All right. Okay, let's say that it didn't work. Oh, and it crashed. Hope the save game worked, or else... Spoiler, if the save game didn't work again, I'm probably going to rage quit for tonight, because... yeah. There's only so much of this. Only so many times I'm willing to go through another time, play again. At least we know now to turn on the verbose mode. Okay, so we go through here. Flag, enable, lingo exec. Debug flag, enable, lingo strict. Debug level 5. So what have we got here? Execute selected link. Oh, because it's still calling. I see how it is. Okay. So alright. It's the same bodge that I added last time. It's not holding up anymore. So really, we need to take. So we're gonna take that. if empty I think that'll sort it out. It makes me wonder though if I should like revert the other hack that I did. No, that seems... That still seems okay. That still seems okay. Alright, fingers crossed that this hasn't broken everything. It's broken everything. It's broken everything. Kill me. Alright, well, yeah, I'm probably not gonna fix this on stream. This is like one of those kind of fiddly, you know, infinite like pyramid of matchstick type. It's like, you know, there's already kind of like a level of sticky tape that's been applied here to make like the me stuff work for call injection, and apparently adding some more sticky tape isn't the solution to make this start working. So I feel that I will probably leave it there tonight on this incredibly unsatisfying note, knowing that we got like within a few a few inches of finishing the game. But you know what? Them's the breaks. It's yeah. I think now's probably a good time to call the stream. But thank you for tuning in. I think next stream we'll hopefully finish it for good and probably do a treat game, because this is, I mean, it's been interesting, but at the same time it's been a bit of a slog. So I think that we need kind of like a nice uplifting counterweight to yeah. three coming on 4 streams of the Dark Eye. But thanks everyone for watching. Yep. I think we'll just leave it there. But yeah. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, okay. Browser's crashed, so no not gonna mess around with the raid, but yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye.